The Great Resignation. So in 2004, I figured out something that I hoped the rest of the world would never discover. I had quit my job and I was working from home. I worked my butt off. I had this job for 8 months out of college. It was the only job I ever had. I'm working my butt off and my wife she's at home also with our youngest child. And she starts inviting me on walks in the middle of the day, like 10 a.m. And, I'm working really hard and I said yes. And I went on a walk with her. And I did that a few times and realized this is amazing. In the middle of the day, I can get out, get a little bit of exercise and get back to work, and I can work early or I can work late and I can still get my work done, but I can also get this exercise in. And over the years, it became more and more and more biking and hiking and skiing and whatever it is we're going to do. And the best part of it was nobody knew. If you go out in the middle of the day, nobody else is out. And the wilderness is yours and it's empty. So we would go out to these trails and we would spend 3 hours there from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and we'd never see another person, right? Then 2020 happened and 2020 ruined my life. Actually, 2020 was really great for me. I loved having my kids home. We went out into the wilderness so much, but so did everybody else, right? Everybody else figured out, I can go out in the middle of the day and still get my work done early or late. And the wilderness is amazing in the middle of the day, right? And then, so people were working from home. People start to go back to work some. People realize I don't want to go back to work. This is amazing. So people start resigning from their jobs. And there's more going on than just COVID and resigning, but there's this really big resignation crisis happening where people just aren't staying with their jobs anymore. And it's not just the US where this is happening. This is happening everywhere. And it's happening in the Philippines. Companies are having a hard time keeping their employees working for them. So lately, we found a silver lining to this, at least for me and for you. So over the past 2 years, we've had a massive influx of workers in the Philippines. I mean, in March of 2020, we had 20,000. In February, we had 20,000 Filipino workers sign up for accounts. In March, we had 60,000. It tripled overnight, and that trend continued for a long time. It's not quite as big now, but it's still bigger than it ever was, the number of people signing up. And lately, we've been looking at the data and realizing with this giant influx are also a lot of really, really skilled people, highly talented, 20 years of experience, corporate experience, sales experience, CEO type experience that are signing up for online jobs, signing up on Onlinejobs.ph, trying to find a remote work job. So if you have put off hiring someone because you're not sure if you can find someone great, if there's actually talent out there, right now is the time to do it. There is this really big influx of super talented programmers leaving IBM or leaving T-Mobile or wherever they're doing their programming. There's designers, there's call center people, there's people that have done social media for really big brands, CAD designers and lawyers and engineers. And I'm seeing this all the time now, signing up for an account on Onlinejobs.ph, looking for a job, doing remote work. You can find these people right now on Onlinejobs.ph. If you're short on time, which you probably are, because I know most entrepreneurs are, right? And you're not recruiting because I don't have the time to recruit someone, try my 1VAOA process. I designed this process. No, I didn't design it. I developed it over time of I'm working my butt off here. This is early on in my recruiting time. I'm working my butt off. I don't have time to find someone new. How could I shorten this? And I figure something out, and then I'd figure something else out the next time I do it, and I figure something else out. And over time, I got it to a point where I can spend 2 hours total across 5 days, 2 hours of total time, and hire someone amazing basically every time. And that's what I'm going to show you at my 1VAOA program, where you can spend 2 to 3 hours total, including going through my stuff, including watching my videos, and over a couple days, you can find someone great. I guarantee it. 1VAOA.com.